And welcome to the Raw Preview. We are the Dudley Boys of What Culture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to look ahead to tonight's episode of But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. We do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review Raw, but also SmackDown, the show formerly known as NXT 2.0. AEW Dynamite, AEW Collision, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week, complete with a bloody quiz, of course, on Wrestle Culture. As I said, though, joined by Hamflett and Sidgwick to look ahead to Raw tonight and all the fallout from Survivor Series of War Games.
Yes, I'll try and hold back some thoughts on that because we'll be going live on this very YouTube channel later on with a full review of the Survivor Series. But I will say, the ending of it had me doing quite a lot of fantasy booking before I went on whatculture.com/WWE and did some reality booking, which was much worse.
Well, I have a big question for you on this podcast, which is, who is the Vision's mystery man?
It's Austin Theory.
Oh.
Worst case scenario, all the way around, really. I was conditionally gabboed. And
conditional gabbo.
And I was unconditionally bored by what was revealed to be the outcome.
Yeah, I could tell it with Theory.
Yeah, I was hoping against hope. Really, it wasn't him because
Chris Jericho's back and no one knows it yet.
Jesus,
Chris Jericho hasn't moved like that since.
Just can't get back out of the cell.
Did you see Blood and Guts 2021? They had to paint cardboard for a crash pad. It's not like he was hopping up there quick. You're like, right, where are we going?
Blood and Guts 2021. He looked like a man with arthritis trying to do basically Mick Foley. He tried to copy Mick Foley's bump. Mick Foley was Mick Foley, a shadow of himself really by 1998, and he looked like Masato Yoshino. Going up that bloody cage compared to Chris Jericho in 2021.
What was the shot? Do you remember? Because obviously it took quite a while for Jericho to get up there. They had the camera on, like, I don't know, it might have been Santana or something.
But Tully, maybe?
He was doing nothing in particular. Why are we looking at him? It's like, there's apparently 10 guys going on. Why are we looking at him? It's
Chris Jericho climbs.
Cage.
Chris Jericho climbs cages like old people.
So it was Austin Theory.
Yeah, it was Austin Theory.
Yes.
So that's a big thing for them to talk about in the aftermath. And I say all that because I think the big exciting thing coming out of War Games, for me at least, is going to be a SmackDown concern, realistically. CM Punk has got that tin pot belt, and unless he can politic his way out of it, he might have just watched a WrestleMania main event falling apart in front of his very eyes when, even me saying this, kind of a bigger one suddenly presented itself. So Bron Breakker should as good as call his shot tonight. And I would make the change, by the way. Like, he should call his shot for the Royal Rumble, or Paul Heyman should work that angle and get his title shot against CM Punk. Punk is a babyface. Punk is a babyface world champion who will try and fail to make this belt feel like it's not the Seth title.
In storylines.
We'll try and make this belt seem like the thing he's come back for when we all know he's come back for the real one.
Yeah.
Kind of stuck holding this because Seth got injured. So Punk has no
It's a
reason.
weird window we're in now, isn't it? Because it's like Saturday night's main event is obviously the big thing we're focusing on.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Well, and the guy that's all about isn't going to work this show.
Yeah.
Or be anything to do with it. We'll get to the tournament, I guess, but like he himself will not be here. So yeah, the world title is the only real thing he can talk about until that Saturday night's main event is out the way. Then everybody can be full steam ahead for the Royal Rumble or whatever. Yeah.
Even then, that's mid-December.
Yeah, true.
It's a long, long run, this.
That's a good point, actually. Maybe it is just you do a bit of Route 1 stuff here, and Bron Breakker is very clearly the guy that is the biggest threat to CM Punk, but Bronson Reed is also there. And like you somehow tee up Bronson Reed as a guy that can stop CM Punk, and he can't, but a bunch of tsunamis send Punk in at the Rumble, injured and suffering the scars of this battle with the Vision. At some point you reveal that Austin Theory was under the hood.
I was going to say, you don't think they're doing the reveal tonight?
So sorry, Sage, I'll let you speak in a minute.
Okay.
The fact that again, had a couple of ideas right around my head because I didn't want to believe it was Austin Theory because that's drab. But then I went online and saw that it was as good as reported as being him, aggregated by us. And I just thought, I feel like that's out there for a reason. You know, even the best journalists, you'll know this, Wilbourn, you're one of them, can hold on to stories if they want to.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, stuff gets revealed, stuff doesn't. stuff gets leaked, and then it comes out after the fact that your Meltzers and your Sean Ross Sapps and John Pollocks had this information and just were asked not to share or whatever. I feel like this is out because
It was obvious.
Well, yeah, but also that it's the same as the match, the original match that had Theory on it as part of I don't think they're holding on to this surprise for a very long time. Basically, I think it's we used baby faces, didn't think about this, but we always had an ace in the hole. It was me, Austin, me all along. Off comes the hood, and there's your reveal tonight.
You've made it for him. Not that it needed making.
But you just do. I don't think there's a lot around the mystery element of it now. I think it's more the plan worked, and like Punk's in more trouble than ever. But it's really just kind of Route 1 rotational stuff where he ends up like, how is he going to get past Austin Theory with ease? And then he has a bit more work with Bronson Reed, but Bron Breaker's the real quiz, and I would actually do the world title switch at the Rumble, and that's for me what you should be headed towards now.
Oh, I too will reserve my thoughts on Survivor Series ahead of the review, but I will say the one thing I thought it got half right was they've done it. I've had to say it here in the studio and read Twitter and all the rest of it. Like, Bron Breakker is going to be the new mega charismatic mega star of the world and the universe. I haven't really seen that much evidence. He's a good little lunatic. I don't think you put him in these big exposition volleys in WWE week after week after week on Raw. Like, there's an awesome wrestler within Bron Breakker, or an awesome wrestling person, if he's not an awesome wrestler. It's whether he can do the thing WWE mandates. But I tell you what, the one thing they got half right at the PLE that I'll reserve my true thoughts on later, you might have been able to guess by now, is they committed. They've booked themselves into a corner voluntarily of, all right, okay, well, Bron Breakker's pinned CM Punk. Bron Breakker's the guy who turned on Seth Rollins. Bron Breakker is the guy that they have hyped up and hyped up and hyped up and hyped up as the next big thing. They've kind of forced themselves to execute at this point.
Bron Breakker survived the grossest doomsday this side of 1986.
Hell yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I got some thoughts, and they'll come later live on YouTube, but audio as well, if you want to get them later. They've done it. They've finally made a big, bold, move of, it's happening. It's not going to happen tomorrow. This is a Paul Levesque product after all, but we've basically told you it's going to happen. And yeah, I mean, it's in as good a time as any, I guess. So the fact that we are getting quite literally, Wilbourn, the fallout of that quite bold booking decision on Raw tonight, I'm seated. I'm attentive. Like, they now have to navigate it's happening yet, obviously. But it's going to happen soon. It's how do they delay the match? Do they further tell you on Raw tonight? Yep, it's happening. All but happening, rather. Because I know you're off Twitter and all the rest of it. And honestly, good for you. It's getting worse. But like, Dave Meltzer has reported that the two main events of WrestleMania, the two title matches certainly, are CM Punk versus Bron Breakker at WrestleMania. And he gets WrestleMania right more often than not. He's lost the fastball, Dave. I think we can all
He had that card that appeared on Unreal.
Yeah.
On the whiteboard.
Oh, he had it. And Roman versus Cody.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
It
felt great. I was like,
Did it?
Actually, I think so.
All right. Well, it will be an interesting podcast.
Interesting.
Later on.
Interesting, sir.
Some spirited debate shall be had. So, yeah, they're going to do it. But when? That's the question. And what would that... does that mean Gunther versus Brock?
Yeah, I think so.
Then the year after, they could do Gunther, Roman, Punk, Cody.
Yeah.
Because they like to have the top guys on top for a long time.
Or The Rock versus Roman.
Hey, depends if you want. Like the backup options to that, which is always option A. They just never seem to execute it because, Dwayne's Dwayne. So they finally... I understand why people hated this Survivor Series show as much as they did. But they did something that I didn't expect them to do. That's quite forward thinking. It's just I'm going to be watching thinking, how are they telling you it's not happening yet? But are they going to tell you, well, look at it, it's happening? So I thought it was for them.
You're supposed to do
God bless them.
You're supposed to do your pre-Royal Rumble, WrestleMania ducks in a row stuff at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Always the old way. Like, show some stuff, but then think, well, how are you going to get there? Like, and I got that.
Winning the Rumble, probably.
If anything. I got that out of, and I never imagined I'd be sitting here saying, we can wait on Punk Cody if you want, but I thought that was quite effective. It does make me think that, like, it ain't never going to happen. Triple H will learn nothing from Tony Khan. The match will slip through everybody's fingers yet again, or there will be an injury, or there will be a rostered Cody Rhodes. Be like, well, I've had a good run. Go back to AEW. You can't leave. Like, he's over here now. Like,
let's do it just CMLL in 50 years.
This is it. Yeah, it disappears off into the distance again. But I get it. I actually do get the rationale of what Cody and Roman 3 would look like.
I'm intrigued to see what they do with Austin Theory, because I think it's been like
so nobody ever.
Well, they were, his name's been associated with the vision, and I think everyone sat there and went, right, where does he fit in? How does he, improve this or develop this or have any? And like, they've put him in as this character in the War Games match, but then at the end of the day, it's still Austin Theory, and I don't know what they do with Austin Theory going forward.
Should I give a spoiler warning? So I've got a spoiler here.
Go on.
I've legitimately got a spoiler for what they're going to do with Austin Theory. They're going to have Paul Heyman stand next to him. And open Raw most weeks, if in fact he does join this. My sources tell me it's not 100%. But if in fact they are going with Austin Theory joining the Vision, the spoiler, and you might want to skip ahead on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts from. I do tend to talk a lot, so maybe 2 minutes. Might even be being generous to myself there. He's going to stand next to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's going to do some sort of half-arsed, phoned-in copy about how he's like the perfect mold for the future of WWE. Well, sir, that kind of spiel. Look at Austin Theory. He is the most handsome, perfect athlete, and no one's really going to care. That's what's going to happen when Austin Theory joins the Vision.
That's not a theory, sir. That's a spoiler.
Yes.
Well, that works. It's a catchphrase, yeah.
That's it.
Do you think they're going to do a big, like, January 5th or whatever it is show again next year?
They could Black Scorpion that bitch.
Yeah.
Where they have Austin Theory as some kind of weekly... it's curious how much Triple H likes hooded figures.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
Just a thought. They could have Austin Theory basically cosplay as, oh my God, it's Seth Rollins, because he did the curb stomp and all the rest of it. I thought he was injured, Cole. Or Tessitore, whoever. I thought he was injured, Tessitore. That's Wade Barrett doing that same bit.
Yeah.
Yes. So they could, that's Seth Rollins, but they could drag this out, this terrible mystery that everyone's already solved.
There's law, isn't there, to Theory portraying Seth Rollins or following Seth Rollins. It was him and Buddy in that kind of original version. Remember
they get AOP in there?
Remember the Pando? Various sort of like indistinct supervillain era Seth Rollins before he did figure something out. He kind of got to where he is now through that
theme tune.
Yeah. Taking Ray's eye, slapping Buddy Murphy about, that kind of stuff. But Austin Theory was part of that.
AOP involved with that, or I just dreamt?
Yeah, they were initially. Good. Yeah, he had that car with a chair in it.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Open the van.
That was good.
Like Pimp My Ride or something like that. We'll put a chair in the back of it. That's what he needs it for.
I did love Pimp My Ride back in the day, man. It was absolutely fantastic.
Not aged well, the UK version, certainly, with recent events.
Oh, God, yeah. Forgot he hosted that, yeah.
But back to America. My dad was always a big car guy. He loves Formula One. He does like fancy scale extra. It's called slot car racing. Just loves cars. I don't care about them. So I have a bit of a bonding disconnect with my father because I don't like what he likes. Then Pimp My Ride comes along, and my love of wrestling, well, what's that going to turn into? It could be anything. It could even be a pimped out car. My love of junk crap reality TV.
That's really sweet. That's the sweetest Pimp My Ride anecdote I've ever heard. That's so
my dad.
Son, come quick, exhibits on the telly.
Yeah, the Pimpin' Ride, son.
Exhibits on. Pimp Me Ride. It's class.
I also love the way that they would just be like, we heard you like wrestling, so we put a wrestling ring in your back seat. What? How's that going to work?
Is that a real episode?
He wants to watch it.
I need to look at that.
No. They used to do that, though, didn't they? It's just like, we've heard you like this thing, therefore we've made it everything about you.
I heard you like fish.
Yes.
So fish tank in there.
Driving along, fish going everywhere. It's happened again. Yeah, Theory as I think what they'll do is they might suggest that he was a prospect of Seth Rollins quite a while ago, and Paul Heyman's going to spin it as Seth had a load of rubbish ideas. Seth Rollins sucked, actually, but he wasn't all wrong about this guy, and Austin Theory's revealed or whatever. It's more, I'm not interested in the career of Austin Theory as a character. I am interested in his trajectory now, because if you recall, when Vince McMahon first resigned in disgrace, Triple H, almost with glee, couldn't wait to bury Austin Theory once a week. He sent him out there for Roman Reigns to be like, you're dead, he's gone. And then he would do those hilarious cash-ins where a bigger boy would batter him with like,
for a mid-card title.
all the time. Well, this is it. So initially he was running out in the main events and everybody was like, you,
Became a running gag.
So to illustrate that,
Literally running out.
He would run out with like Roman or Brock or Tyson Fury.
That
Time.
was an
Just smash
unbelievably
him.
goated live show experience.
It was
when
incredible,
We went to see
yeah.
that in Cardiff.
Like, but it became a bit. It was like, what are you doing here? It's like, well, I've got this briefcase. Yeah, but come on, out of the way. And then a failed cash-in for a secondary title.
Which was being defended in open challenges on a weekly basis.
All-time pathetic. All-time pathetic, right? But will Triple H, now that he's kind of like probably got Austin Theory lined up for Unreal Season 4, be like, kind of like, you see back then, it was all part of the plan. If you'd have won that title, kid, you'd have been finished. Like, it would have been too soon. It would have been too early. I was trying to protect you, if anything. You know, I saw what Dad did with you in the egg and all that. Like, that was going nowhere, pal.
That's not a theory. That's the conclusion.
And that's the new name of the stable.
Austin Conclusion. Change his name.
Change his name.
I always thought, why didn't they rebrand Brock Lesnar as the big thing after he won the title? It's the big thing. It's not the next big thing, though. Because he's already made it, so he's now the big thing, Brock Lesnar.
And that's why I thought you meant
change. For a split second, I thought you just meant change his name to the big thing.
It's the big thing. Not next in line. He's at the front of the line now, so it's the big thing. The big thing, Brock Lesnar.
It's happening. Like what?
The Wilbourn brain logic. I was an adult as well. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. 2002. I'm how old? Oh, no, I'm not an adult. I'm
16, 17.
16, 17. Yeah. 16 illegal.
Rename it WWE. Come on, catch up. He's done it. You idiots. Come on, you boffins in marketing. Catch up. I don't think we're being cynical here for no reason. I think it's
Austin Theory sucks,
Austin Theory.
bro.
This criticism is earned. Like, what have you got now?
Yeah.
Like, you've got to stand alongside a Bron Breakker who's felt a bit destined for all this, but I think it's fair to call Bronson Reed a success story. Like, he is Bronson Reed.
He's crapped the old mattress on pay-per-view several times.
Repeatedly. And yet, over.
How's he a success story, bro?
Because he's over. Because you just sort of like accept him as this, like, if nothing else, like a very, very effective goon for Bron Breakker at this point.
I did like when he just came and just hit tsunami.
I love that spot. It was like, oh yeah, injured me last year, so I'll do 4 of them to show you how I'm now bulletproof to that kind of thing. I think they've found the right use for Bronson Reed, and I didn't think that was a sentence 2 years ago. Like, I think they've done a remarkable job in fight. This is the thing I've said before. Sorry, Steve Austin, if you ain't winning a big one, you shouldn't be in it at all. Well, 58 people are going to get stunned by you, so what are they in it for? Like,
Maybe don't stun them all. Maybe don't stun them all if you think they could be world champion.
It doesn't track, Steve. Like, you can't just say to Billy Gunn when he's been gone for 18 months, I never liked you anyway, and then stun him. That's how he ends up being a mid-carder. Like, it's just, I don't believe that. And Bronson Reed occupies this spot. Nobody is fantasy booking. Well, Bronson Reed could take on CM Punk for the belt. Everyone sees what this idea is.
Everyone sees the vision.
The conclusion.
Yeah. Austin Conclusion, though. It's Austin Conclusion. He's part of the vision because he's made it now. It's not just a theory. It's not a theoretical main event. So it's conclusive proof that he's made it.
Previously Austin
Method. So it's now Austin Conclusion.
Get the t-shirt out, Conclusion 316.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the problem here. The big thing, who's also in the vision.
He was in the War Games match of the week.
Exactly, yeah. So now he's Austin Conclusion.
It all ties together. Yeah, he's got to show, like, what is he? Is he closer to Bronson Reed or is he close to a Bron Breakker? Like, this is, not to be cruel, he's young, like, the stuff.
Well, you read it and then you come to a conclusion. So
full of cum.
Read.
Yeah, there's a lot there. A conclusion.
Oh, conclusion. Yeah, sorry, I missed that.
Now is the time. It's now or never for
Austin Conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, that's how it's called.
Put it like this, right? we've all had some fun here today. But if this run fails and he doesn't get released, he's going to NXT, mate. How would you feel about that?
He's already been.
Yeah, let's send him back. Let's send him all back, Sid. Doesn't matter. You've seen Johnny Gargano. He bloody loves it over there.
Send it to SmackDown. Hang on, Champion Gargano.
3 hours of it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You've got 3 hours to fill soon, so there you go.
I just, I'm giving him a chance now.
Yeah.
Because this is it. Like, you've been given a plum spot.
This is the dance, isn't it, you might say?
This is the dance.
That's what they should call the stable now.
the dance featuring read the conclusion. And what would you call him? The
Austin Conclusion.
No. What did you call? What did you say? Braun Breaker was and a funny little. You said like, oh, he's got. You described him as like, oh, he's a funny little maniac. Sorry,
a lunatic.
Yeah,
funny little lunatic.
Funny little lunatic.
He's the lunatic.
Strictly Come Wrestling.
Jim Ross is the goonatic.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't know what he's. I just wanted to call him a gooner.
Yeah,
the goonatic minge. Is that anything?
Yeah, it is.
How else on Raw?
Well, one of the highlights of Survivor Series was the return of Liv Morgan. She is back. She has realigned, spoilers, with Dominic Mysterio. How do they follow up? What's going to happen with the Judgment Day tonight? I'm genuinely so excited for this.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited for this. I would have done the comeback differently.
Are you excited more about this or Christmas?
Come on, I'm going to say it out loud. I think I would have done it slightly differently. But that can be Survivor Series review stuff. But I'm excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
We're here now where we should be. Liv Morgan back, running the show. They have been really consistent with this Liv Morgan character. Good things happen to Dominic Mysterio when she's involved. It was the first time he beat Rey Mysterio. He's just beaten John Cena in his last ever PLE because Liv Morgan returned and did it for him.
Oh my God.
They can. This is Dominic Mysterio's I beat The Rock and Steve Austin in one night. And it should be, by the way.
He could actually get it over by saying it over.
It's what we said on the preview for it, yeah.
And over again.
And who could he line up a program with? But he could do it. And there's a Jericho thing there as well. But Liv Morgan being there straight away when in the exact same match, Roxanne Perez failed to do just that. She was so out. The pop rock spot was really cool, but they get rumbled, they get sent in the back. So Liv Morgan thinks it through, and that's this sort of I'm glad to be back. You all completely effed it up, didn't you? Every single frigging one of you. Just a clubhouse bollocking by the best one of the lot in Liv Morgan, because there's JD McDonough and Finn Balor. We were out there. Yeah, how'd that go for you? That whole thing. You got to use your brains. It can't just be a physical game.
Where's your belts?
Yeah, Dominic's got the belts back. Dominic celebration with Liv Morgan at the helm, but immediately you see that the rest of the Judgment Day are plotting their turn.
A bit of credit has to be given to the booking of what's been going on with the Raw Women's title, because literally last week, 2 weeks ago, Adam Pearce was like, because I think it was Raquel or Roxanne or both, were both like, why is she getting a title shot instead of us? We've been fighting and doing this for ages. And he's like, you know what? Fair enough. You're sort of next in line. The moment this title match is over, you're next in line. Liv Morgan walks back in. Let's get that title back for me then, shall we? And they're like, wait a second.
And as well, they've given you every reason to believe that that's the picture she'll exist in. It was Adam Nicholas that spotted this when we first saw the WrestleMania trailer. Crazy that they filmed two and they didn't just... It was almost like the second one might have been a reaction to the first one.
No, they shot them back to back.
Yeah, so I heard, yeah.
One men's, one women's, obviously.
But the trailer that dropped on Friday that had the olives in the glass, and then as soon as she was back, they could actually play the proper one and she sits down at the table. They are telling you that she's very literally at the top table for WrestleMania.
They've got the photo now, haven't they? They've released the photo with all of them sat there. Of course, I do everything with the presumption that people are on X. That's my problem.
Yeah, I know. Same.
But hang on though, because Brain Genius Bully Ray told me that the men's one was going to end with "Deal me in, boys," and that was going to be Rhea Ripley's seat. So has she gone to a different venue?
She's gone for dinner.
Right. Okay. She'll join the card game afterwards. Oh my God!
Deal me in, boys. I can't do Australian accents. I just did.
You did.
A kick shot.
Completely by f***ing accident.
I believe in you, Sid.
But yes, they're telling you, Liv Morgan, expect her to be in the top mix at WrestleMania. Pardon?
Watch me.
Yeah.
As you should, and as she should be as well. So yeah, I like the idea of her thinking, no, I want to pick up exactly where I left off. I want to win the world title, and if I can't win the world title, Raquel, should we get the tag belts back? Excuse me? Like that as well. There's so much tension. I like
a million things,
Sidge. This is why the Judgment Day should never be on the same page. Because then you get...
This is why the Judgment Day should never be on the same page. We did a bit.
Yeah.
On the...
The divisive Dynamite review that is available wherever you get your podcasts.
Divisive?
Have a look at the old comment skis, and more people liked a segment than we did.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Don't read the comments, but yeah.
What segment was this?
Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland descending on
yeah,
NWA Hollywood soundstage.
We weren't high on the main event picture. While, by the way, showering the
Loads
C2
of people on.
in like all the praise, both of us collectively on the C2. I watched Collision, mate.
Jesus.
I know, right?
I haven't done that in a minute.
Hang on. No, I'm not letting you have this. Explain why you watched Collision, though.
There was two reasons why I watched Collision. I was genuinely interested in the C2. I woke up on Friday morning and
Couldn't get back to sleep.
No, kind of the opposite actually.
Usually
Woke up in a
you're-
panic because I had basically like 15 minutes to get ready and leave the house. You know, that awful, like you slept through a couple of snooze skis on your alarm, whatever. So
You should try being too neurotic to ever do that ever.
Yeah.
That's how you get
Trade
past that
offer.
problem.
Trade offer. You're never sleeping again, but
Well, like, so it's Friday as well. So, you know, this is like, normally I can enjoy a bit of a lie-in because we haven't got like the wrestling show to get up early and watch and whatever. No, it's not happening. Stressed, in the shower, straight out, dressed, ready, like all the stuff downstairs, ready to leave the house. Just take one look at the phone. I'm about to look to make sure my train's not delayed because then that would give me a little bit of a breather. Happens a lot at this time of year. But no, train's on time. Oh, God, this is going terribly wrong. And then I see that instead of saying 6:42 when I have to leave the house, it says 5:42.
Oh, you couldn't read.
Couldn't read numbers.
tell time much.
So I had an hour to kill. And then made a cup of tea.
I think I've ever done that, by the way, ever in my entire life.
Well, it's quite nice having an hour to kill at that time of the day because the kids aren't up. So it's actual, I never have like a morning coffee and some breakfast at home. I'm always out the house too soon or whatever. So I just sit with a brew and I stuck Collision on, like 1.5 speed, obviously, but it's like, well, it's fine because I can get this finished on the train. And I was really interested in the C2. The rest of the show, but like Kingston was good, actually. So it was 2 matches and a promo.
I don't think it's quite as good as people say now.
No, it's
I've watched it a
he's
couple of
all over
times.
the shop, man. People are just glad to see him. It's better in the ring than it is backstage, but he's still like saying 50 different things, and he's like, "Just give me a minute." And it's like, all right, everyone's.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
loud
more like a
crowd.
relief driving the
Yeah.
praise towards that in retrospect.
So it was kind of. Thank you, Nicholas. It was kind of on a day where we don't have a review, and I misread numbers, and Collision was on a Thursday instead of a Saturday.
Of course, yeah.
I watched Collision.
You watched Collision?
But I wasn't. I did want to know the C2.
All it will take for
Yeah,
that viewing pattern to continue.
I think it'll work me with the C2 because if the second week is as good as the first, I'm not going to want spoilers, basically. Apologies to Fed fans for all this derb talk, but, you know.
I've never had an out like that in my life. The only vaguely similar thing, and my body and my mind isn't usually this nice to me, is once was in a job that I didn't like very much, thinking it were a Friday when it actually were a Saturday.
Oh, that's the best.
I've never had that in my life other than that one time.
That is the best. Don't have to have that slow walk to the metro
Well, not
station.
anymore because we like it.
Oh, I love that. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the all-time best. Now it kind of works in reverse, from being honest, guys. But like we've all talked about
It's
this.
quite
Every
popular,
day's a
mate.
gift.
Reaching out to anybody that's in a job they don't love. Don't worry, we've all been through it, and there's always something else around the corner. Don't cross the road slowly in the hope that the slow-moving car will ding you and break your leg and put you in the hospital for 6 months. It's a bad mindset, but I think we've all been through similar ones
Yeah.
to it. There was a particular road between me and the metro station, and that was the road where I would see those cars and be like, I don't want to die.
I don't want to break my leg,
But
though.
the hospital for 6 months. Like, get the old, sort of portable DVD player, biscuits. Just a full year of Raw and a spindle.
Watch,
Ask him what he had for his tea on Friday.
ooh, better yet.
It's time to play the game! Time to play a game! Ha 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 ha!
What did Michael have for his tea on Friday?
Given the fact that I'm even being asked this question and the response that they have, I'm going to say it wasn't some kind of run-of-the-mill Hamflettian freezer tea like frozen Richmond sausages and smiley faces.
Oh,
No, dear, that's wrong.
we were always record this before dinner, and that's made us hungry.
I'm going to say 12 packets of flame grilled steak crisps.
No, dear, that's wrong.
But it's been known.
I know. That's why I said
It's been known like it was a one-off. Like,
One more go?
that's like Ted DiBiase's summer.
3.
Yeah.
You get
Oh, sorry.
three.
Yeah, you ruled the other one out. Yes, sorry. I
You get
apologise.
3, sorry.
You know when they were talking about Ted
no,
DiBiase's
three more to go.
summer
Yeah, yeah,
residence.
yeah. Sorry.
That's my summer residence of food. I know it's more of a spring binge. Is the old 12 packs of crisps.
Okay, I'm going to go for... hollowed out loaf of bread stuffed with already cooked chicken from the supermarket.
Vintage Hamflett, but
No, dear, that's wrong.
You've gone to Michelin star with your choices.
Michelin star.
So
Hamflett, you should start handing out stars for people's dinners. I'll send them to us and you give it how many stars.
I made my famous pulled pork tacos yesterday.
Oh.
Love them.
I was going to make my first ever chili con carne yesterday, but we ran out of time. So I didn't.
Right.
It's on the list.
I like that.
It's on the
I like
list. I've
that.
never done one before, so it's on the
God
list.
bless him. My son said, if I ever go away to university, I want that to be like the last meal in the house.
Ah, what just a nice conversation to have.
Yeah.
And probably it'll be in that, like, when you are going to university, this didn't happen for me, evidently. Like, you could show him that as well, and then that could be the one he could take with him. You know, so like when he goes in the halls or whatever, he's got a signature dish.
He'll set it on fire. There's so much fat involved.
I ate-
You cook it in lard, and it's already a very fatty cut of meat.
I ate one of my university signature dishes on Friday night.
Yeah. What did he just say?
Yeah, I misheard that.
Yeah, like one of my signature university dishes.
Oh, okay.
I had that for my tea on Friday
that's
night.
the
So
tea.
that's the tea.
That was the tea on Friday. Yeah.
I do remember when.
A Rustler's microwave burger.
Oh, another brilliant shout.
It's not
I've been
brilliant.
repulsed by those, yeah.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Yeah. No. I bought it on Friday lunchtime. I was walking back from the Tesco's and I was like,
I was going to keep it, refrigerated and things like that.
I've got designs on a thing. I'm going to get that thing. You know when you just get it in your head, you know what you want for your tea, and nothing's going to get in the way of that tea once
A
you've got it in your
multi-pack
head.
of Kinder Buenos.
You
you tell you
continue
you're
to
dancing
circle
around it.
No, it was a full sleeve of digestives.
It's full sleeve.
A whole lot.
What pop did you have to accompany it?
One of these.
What did you pair your full sleeve of biscuits with?
Not a passage. Close. Green fruit. It was a lime Pepsi. Lime Pepsi, and then an obnoxiously big mug of tea as well. A big ass mug. You can dunk 2 or 3 in one go.
I had a fish supper.
Yes, you did.
Hamflett knows this.
Yes, you did.
Hamflett knows this because I sent him a text message.
Made my weekend that day.
Shall I read it?
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah,
I think you
okay,
can.
okay.
Yeah, it's good
My
stuff.
phone's on charge. Basically,
Do you want me to read it?
yeah. I was queuing for fish and
this
chips,
was-
and I had 2 big bags of Aldi with like the
Beautiful
homemade Wagyu burgers I made on Saturday and the pulled pork tacos ingredients. So I'm already like, oh god, it's cold and rainy as well. I'm like, oh, I've got to carry the fish supper home for like 4 people as well, and I just don't like dreary bits of dialogue between like NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Ever thought about killing yourself in a fish and chip shop when some lonely old blokes make small talk with some woman they seem to vaguely know, and the woman says, "Hey, you're a good new."
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have read that. I was just like, oh god, you're a good you. Just like, oh, do I say to this guy who's just like
It was
talking to me?
in one anecdote. It was like one of them BBC Play for Today. You know, like a Ken Loach one.
Yeah,
Like that, and that's like the payoff. He spent like a week looking forward to his Friday fish supper, and he hasn't seen her for a while. And then he goes in.
she's just completely patronising.
Yeah, I could feel it. You're a good new. I can picture him.
Yeah,
Oh,
awful.
Excited to have Liv Morgan back there.
Yeah, I don't like it. I thought they could have handled it much better in the lead up and in the execution. But generally, she is. If there's a little tiny ember, of my WWE heart that hasn't completely gone out, her presence and her star power makes me think, I can watch this without feeling completely numb.
do you remember how many things were going through like the Liv Morgan character when she got injured? Remember the week? I remember I was previewing a Raw, reviewing it or something after the injury news broke, and it was like, that's like 6 things completely.
It's like a drop
screwed.
toe hold, wasn't it, that injured her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just, right, well, now that story's going to have to go on pause. That one's going to have to get dropped. Those titles can't change. You know, it was like there was so much.
Kyrie did it.
I think so.
Rookie Warriors, so tag champs.
We should stop short of saying she did it.
Yeah, I mean the drop toe hold.
Yeah,
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, she had a really
She's
unfortunate run, didn't she?
pip.
I gotta ask her.
We also have the Last Time Is Now tournament semi-finals tonight.
Both.
Indeed.
I wonder who's going to win.
It is Jey Uso versus LA Knight.
Yes.
And as we've always said, Solo Sikoa in the semi-finals against Gunther.
I love how this has happened. I wish nothing but the best for Penta to get
It was
well
planned
soon.
to win, apparently.
Pardon?
That's what I read. I'm sure of
Who's
it.
going to beat Penta?
Really?
Yeah, Solo Sikoa, yes. I read that. I'm sure I did.
I mean, I understand sometimes you just got to go with the big stars,
Yeah.
but it was a surprise.
One
to
of the
me.
stars of Survivor Series.
Yeah.
The Friday of Survivor Series. I should say.
Certainly made a point. to
Brilliant
get-
Survivor Series elimination match.
Was
That's
really
right.
good.
I
Really
look
good.
forward to watching it on Wednesday.
It was funny how they got that commentary about him making the semi-final and really early in the match, and then it never got referenced again. And how like Michael Cole's voice was like,
It's
"Not say
taped,
hi."
obviously. Because they taped SmackDowns for Thanksgiving stuff, obviously. And one would assume that Solo was going to go into, well, we thought at least was going to be going into that match having lost the quarterfinal against Penta. And then
Oh, maybe he wasn't then.
we all saw how Penta won.
Now, I love that for the second week in a row we get a little bit of that MFT energy on Monday night. I also think that they might as well just let Gunther be situational babyface all the way here.
Was it The Miz, by the way?
Yes,
I think
he lost again.
this entire retirement run really has sucked.
It was
How can you-
unfortunate because it was just a look of the draw, wasn't it? It was the
How can you
pull the balls out of the tumbler.
Rig the balls.
How can you, like, because surely this is like some kind of vehicle to get like a young star or someone who hasn't completely done everything yet over to be John Cena, right? You got like loads of opportunities to profile and you enter the Miz in it twice. Do you know how does that idea go? Oh, let's put the Miz enters it twice.
Well, they didn't pick him. No, he had to draw the ball out of the tumbler.
Doubly awesome.
So he
I mean,
just
it
pulled
wasn't.
it out
He
and
lost
just,
again.
That's Miz's name. So that's what happened. Not booking, it was just look.
Looking
Looking.
chance. Looking chance.
Just look and chance.
The head looker.
Hmm.
That's you. Dirty old bollocks.
Yeah, Gunther as a situational babyface deal. I would, you know, like last week, Solo brought Tolatonga.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Not this week. Like, Tola's missed his flight, and it's like Solo gets the call. Don't worry, boss, I'm coming. It's Tonga Lower.
Turns up to SmackDown.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Oh no, I thought Tola was coming. No, wrong Tonga. You got Tonga Lower, and it's like so. Just Gunther, like battering Tonga Lower every time he tries and fails to interfere.
I like that.
Yeah, this is
Do
it.
that.
Make him the situational baby, the ace kicker. You know, embodying the old Triple H by beating Solo Sikoa by basically getting around the cheating, the shameless cheating of the MFTs. The MFTs have dealt with the Sami Zayn, the amazing mid card that was able to blossom against the heels of the MFTs, and now they've got the bloody Wyatt to contend with.
What an ending.
So Solo
What
can
ends that show.
just
I'll have to find out on Wednesday.
take his beating off Gunther. Tonga Lower clowns around like a buffoon, and then the MFTs never speak about it again because they want to continue Solo's big plan.
Yeah.
Of winning it. Like, he outlined all the things he wanted to do, and one of them in there wasn't win the John Cena tournament.
Yeah, he's not bothered about that.
He wanted to get revenge on Sami Zayn. Check.
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 He wanted to bring the US title back to the family. Yeah. Check.
Mm-hmm.
And now he wants the tag titles as well? And who's got them? So he didn't mention the John Cena tournament in defense of Solo Sikoa, which I always am now.
Why?
They're class. They are class. Honestly, never SmackDown more equipped for 3 hours because the MFTs will take up 2 of them just being dicks. Like, get them in like 4. You know when like
They're
somebody's...
SmackDown's Judgment Day, aren't they?
They are. You know when somebody's profile out of nowhere and
Your eyes lighting up.
it's WWE's way of telling you, it's like 8 segments, is it? Like that's how you solve the 3-hour SmackDown problem because the MFTs just walking around backstage bullying people. JC
People.
Mateo's little face. Like I absolutely love them. Survivor Series match was genuinely good. I would recommend
From the moment they went, Ray Phoenix, probably should take a picture of me, shouldn't you? And then you just kick the crap out of him.
Beating him up in the little photo studio. Now get my shot. They're good.
Okay.
They're going to be all right.
You think Gunther goes through to the final?
Yeah.
Very obviously.
This match, there is scope for it to be entertaining. There's also scope for it to be incredibly anticlimactic and tedious and pointless. What's the other semi-final?
Well, you'll like this. It's Jey Uso versus LA Knight.
Yes, I mean,
It's the work rate half the bracket, isn't it?
I tell you what, this could be funny. I'm looking forward to this because it could be like genuinely really bad.
I don't know if WWE's got it anymore. Triple H's fastball hasn't appeared there in
I don't
2025.
have a fastball.
They're sort of.
Even in 2000, it wasn't even that good.
I think they're telling a pretty good story with LA Knight. It doesn't feel like it's getting much focus, and I don't know if it's all going anywhere.
Didn't they do it with AJ Styles a month ago?
This is where I don't have faith in the process. Like LA Knight cut a brilliant promo on SmackDown on Friday. He was basically
getting held down.
he was along those lines, but he was saying like,
Yeah.
is it not funny to anyone that like yet again I've got to deal with a mystery? It was Miz, obviously he beat him, but like I've got to deal with another mystery opponent. Every single tournament you've ever seen, people get buys, people at least get told who the replacement's going to be. But once again, LA Knight, like he's kind of doing what a heel would say, corporate Cody, or a heel would say, like it's funny that like CM Punk's just breezed back to the world title when it was LA Knight that was form and all that sort of stuff. I wanted to think that maybe he was the masked guy as somebody's climbing up because
He's quite dynamic.
There's this guy with like an agenda. You talked about how he did seem like he was going to fit into that main event War Games and then was just overlooked.
Thickos, yeah.
The thickos.
Well, he's too involved in this tournament. He made the semi-finals, so priority.
Of a couple of years ago, WWE would have sort of like an end point for this LA Knight character, and I just don't have the faith that they've got it. But he's been doing quite interesting work, and the benefit of fighting, like LA Knight is more than passable in the ring, but Christ almighty, you look like Bret Hart when you're in there against Jey Uso. So like this is a beneficial booking. He's not winning, I don't think, but it's a beneficial booking for him as well to be up there against Jey Uso. This character, should he lose, I don't think it's a bad thing because he's telling there's something interesting going on with the character. I just can't see them seeing it through. I feel like he'll end up just being another guy that says I'm going to win the Rumble and falls short. But I like it. I like LA Knight a lot.
I think Jey Uso wins.
Yeah.
Jey Uso
Jey Uso Gunther, isn't it?
Not again, not another one.
1-1. It's been for the world title. But now it's something more. Like, it's the sort of, not the blow off. It's not been a feud, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a rubber match between the two, isn't it?
They've feuded.
Yeah, but this isn't a feud, is what I'm saying. Like, they've had the world title each, and now
Do you love them some Jey Uso? Must sell a lot of t-shirts.
Gunther has won both his match. No, it was the power bombs, wasn't it? I was going to say he beat John Evans with a sleeper, didn't he? And that's what Jey Uso took off him to beat him for the title, so you can do sleeper law in the final and all that. And Gunther's winning. That's the point. It's a bad tournament.
Yeah, terrible tournament.
Guess what we saw on Friday, Sidge? Brackets, when there's no need for them anymore. But you finally got to look at some brackets as if they were there the whole time.
You know what? I understand why people want brackets, right? I quite like not knowing what I'm going to get.
Well, like not who gets to face you in the next round or something.
I would agree with the C2, but not with
C2
this tournament.
the C2,
This tournament's felt like a mess without some. Like, it would have benefited from you being able to try and see.
I understand I'm completely wrong on this, but the C2, it's like, yeah, I'm going to get them all eventually. Calm down.
Everyone has to fight everyone.
Everyone's like, I can't do the maths. I'm going to go to school, nerd.
Get him.
Play Sudoku or whatever you want to do.
I think this could have done with it, couldn't it? Like trying to path people, like Sheamus, for example, the guy that people saw a sentimental run in, and you could have worked out if it was possible or where the hard match was going to come in or whatever, and instead they're just like throwing a bunch of nobodies out there.
Yeah.
Where would Sheamus have been? LA Knight spot.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I think. You think Jey Uso's winning the semi? You want to see Gunther's Jey Uso one more time, don't you?
I just said I could. No. Another one? Never. Get LA Knight in.
Jey Uso as well, I think pointedly, was not positioned as a guy that took a...
Funny. He's hopeless. It's always funny to watch him be hopeless.
He's not like selling War Games injuries. There was no sense of, this is the last thing he needs when he's got
If
a
they
title.
get injured, it's modern American wrestling. They're not going to sell it. They're going to tell you it, but they're not going to sell it.
It's been day.
Finally, we have a tag title match tonight. It is AJ Lee versus the New Day, defending their tag titles against the people who used to have them, of course.
It is like, it was last December to turn on Big E. It is awful that when it cut to the back at the Survivor Series and the New Day were having a conversation with Grayson Waller, and then about halfway through you realised you were trapped in an advert for a game, and then
They were mourning something, weren't they? They were mourning someone.
They're always mourning something. They're booking probably mostly. Like the advert was bad enough, how they'd sort of drawn you in. But then the realization, I think it was one of the commentators said, "Yep, and Tag Battle's running on Monday." It's like, yeah, with the advert, guys. Like, what the hell has been 2025 with the New Day? Like, they could get released now, and there would definitely be a sort of an uproar or a sense of injustice. But wrestlers get released, and it would be like, well, yeah, like they weren't exactly pulling up any trees in 2025. No, because they were booked into the ground.
Yeah.
Like this
6 feet under.
Irrelevant match, a stat padder for the baby faces who, you know, in a different and a thriving tag division, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee might make quite an interesting proposition, but they've won the belts and now disappeared. It's what happens.
I
Like,
saw a graphic that said, I think the Wyatt Six are the longest reigning champions right now.
it's
I can't remember
diabolical.
the last time I saw them actually have a match.
It is diabolical. You could easily at this point, they won't do it. It's not how WWE does it. And I get why. But when SmackDown goes to 3 hours, there's some people that claimed, and I don't agree with them because I watched every week, that it's the tag division that's really suffered since SmackDown lost an hour. It's like, well, no, they're on telly less. They're bumping less. Nobody's over. Like, you could move the entire tag division to SmackDown and have the women's division on Raw.
That draft still coming this year, of course. We're into December now. It's got to be soon.
Wilbourn's mystery draft. I remember it was like all of like June, July's mistakes. Yeah, but they're probably just keeping him warm for the draft after SummerSlam. Who's reported that? Nobody. Right.
Check my sources actually on this one.
Just AJ and Dragon Lee can win. So what?
Are they going to unveil their name, do you reckon?
Oh, that was the thing, wasn't it? Yeah. They were putting it out for people to vote on one or something.
Oh, were they voting?
I'm sure they said that they were going to have people like suggest the best one or something, but
We've already done this part, haven't we? What did we come up with?
I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither. It was very good, I don't think.
It wasn't one of our best.
No.
Thank you to Matt Steele, by the way, who sent me over the weekend the early hours of this morning, the list of bits 2025 final. I haven't looked at it yet, but we might even do a whole podcast about it, even though we don't do bits.
It's like a John Cena tournament. Should we put them in a bracket? Stuff like that.
Oh no, it would be
World Cup of bits if we did them.
Jesus Christ.
Can you imagine that? And then people get to vote on their favourite bit.
World Cup of bits.
Can you? Jesus.
I want to take a guess at
I think that'd be great.
Yes, we do dream big.
Matt.
Oh my God.
Matt writes,
I'd love it.
I think I counted blank bits from 2025
I reckon I'm going to go 112.
just from this year.
I wouldn't have gone that high, but now you said that.
To be fair, between the three of you, from now till the end of the actual year, you could get 112 in.
All right, then I'll say 150.
Closest. Do you want to guess, Nicholas?
No, I'm good.
He doesn't care, man.
Okay. Closest
Stop
to the
asking
whole
him.
is
Thanks, Sidge. Appreciate that.
Michael Hamflett. Still not close enough, though. 173 bits from 2025, plus 276 previous entries for a grand total of 449 bits.
At some point, we're going to be hitting our 500th bit.
I even had to shrink the font size slightly so that everything would fit better, and it's still over 20 pages long.
Thank you. What an amazing thing you've done.
Thanks, Matt.
That's amazing. So honestly, we're going to make use of it very soon as well, I suspect.
The last bit is now.
Revisiting a lot of old friends.
It's going to be like one of the Raw reunion parties in there. That bit shouldn't mix with that bit. Right there by the Ted DiBiase never worked with Kelly.
Being born earlier is hanging around with Stu Hart talking about Shawn Michaels' smelly asshole. What's going on? I love how that Raw backstage legends is itself on the ball.
It's another bit.
Anyway, let's know your thoughts ahead of Raw tonight.
Sidgwick hates the SmackDown face is having a party and is having a drink of normal drink alongside deceased NASCAR driver Jish. How's she come back?
Oh, God. If only the dead man could remember the SmackDown GM's name.
Nick Aldis.
It's good.
It's Nick Aldis. It's got all this and so much more.
Oh my God. Tommy Dreamer just like burst through the wall. No. That's the Jane one, right? The bit Raw reunion party. It's like get the spreadsheet updated, mate.
We've made it to 450. There we go.
Back to work.
How many layers is that then?
Oh my God.
Anyway, let us know your thoughts ahead of Raw tonight in the comments section below or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there. You can follow all four of us, sort of. You can follow Michael Hamflett at...
Michael Hamflett on Cameo. Or hamflettx@gmail.com.
Follow Michael Sidgwick at...
M. Sidgwick.
Follow Adam Nicholas at...
I forgot my own forgetful bit.
It's Adam Nicholas.
Oh, God.
More shit.
That's why they call him. Oh, follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE and make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling wherever you get your podcasts from. For daily wrestling podcasts, we'll be back later on today with our Survivor Series review. But for now, it's been the Raw Preview. Thanks to Hamflett Sidgwick. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.